Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different tabletop games project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that Kickstarter is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out the most popular project on all of Kickstarter right now. Wait, what? No, that's by Magic. Get out of here, Magic. You're dumb. That is Marvel Zombies, a Zombicide game. The hunger takes hold after the Marvel Universe has been turned into zombies. And I gotta tell you, right now is probably the time to do this, especially with the What If episode that is about this looking... So, you get what I'm saying here. This is the perfect time. Strike while the iron's hot, and it's raised $3.6 million. 15 days left to go. It's a relatively short campaign. They're only doing a 16-day campaign, trying to keep the buzz up for what they do have. And my first question is this mini that actual size? Which I do believe it is, which is just, that's absurd. that's absurdly fantastic. So I assume there's 2 boxes, plus this giant miniature. Who knows? With CMON, there's normally like 8 boxes. Get ready for a Zombicide campaign of epic proportions. So it's Marvel, it's zombies. I have a giant mini here. Let's get into the video as always. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. So immediately, these are companies that I recommend. The Can You Do It? I feel comfortable with it. Yada, yada, yada. It's CMON, so the Can You Do It's kind of like a, yeah, we know you can. It might take a while, but we know you can do it. It started with a flash in the sky, and a ripple through the clouds. My mic's in the way. Marvel. Then the hunger came. Infecting Earth's mightiest heroes with an insatiable need for living flesh. This is no world of Marvel heroes. This is the world of Marvel Zombies. Zombicide Game. Woo. I think that did a really good job of showcasing how many components you're getting in the game right there. That was a cool shot. Okay. Play as the zombies. So, Deadpool, Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, is that Wasp? And Captain Marvel. Cool. Fight your way through New York. Eat your way, troopers. Okay. Great job showcasing the components there. That is clearly what looks to be like plastic. Pop in, slide along. Look at that. That is just... beautiful showcase of components there. Unlock unique zombie traits. Alright, so we're getting asymmetrical characters every single game. I like that. Damn it, had this been my feasting on bystanders. Showcasing the oh wow. I was gonna comment on J. Jonah Jameson because I was excited that I saw a card. I was like, oh cool, J. Jonah Jameson. We got the whole universe mixed in here. Because when you're doing Marvel Zombies, like everything's on the table. You know, the entire MCU canon for the most part could be popping in here. I like that. But then look at these minis. Like I paused this at the this is just, that's so gosh darn gorgeous. I don't even paint minis. I want to paint minis. I want to paint minis. Oh! Devour enemies to keep the hunger. Word grows strong enough to control you. Oh no! Not all superheroes have been affected, which means we got regular superheroes coming in trying to beat up on that, which just adds more variability to the game. I'm assuming the regular superheroes are like the bosses in this game, which that's actually really kind of cool. Like, top-notch video so far. They'll use their power to take this down. Oh, shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! That was such a beautiful segue. Cleric of Witches says, okay, isn't Zombicide just a company now? Why are they still kickstarting retail projects? Yeah, for the most part. I mean, CMON owns Zombicide. I don't know if they have their own division or not, but I've never had a problem with this. This is one thing that a lot of people do have a problem with. But to my mind, part of the reason why the board game hobby is growing so well right now is because there's so many different games coming out that it's like, even if 99 of these Kickstarter games aren't great, if you have the one that's like spectacular, like, it's just, I think it only helps the hobby. So I don't mind when companies do this. But I understand, as a smaller Kickstarter creator, just the idea of having to launch against essentially what is a giant machine is hard. And it's not just that; it's launching like, if you make a minis game, if you're making a miniatures game and you're not CMON, if you're not this company or that company, you can make these in such a, it's really hard to compete on the how much is it. So I do see the plight, but I still think at the end of the day, it's good for the board game hobby. I don't know. Let me know. It's so defeating, and that sucks. That sucks, and I've seen that, and that is not the first time that I've heard that. I subscribe to a lot of things on Facebook, and there are so many people who are like, "Oh my God, how it feels to launch up against game X, Y, and Z. My game's kind of in the same lane. I had no idea." And that I get it. Also, not really a fan when these big companies Kickstarter. Shop with your wallet. I mean, right now, $3.5 million says a lot of people aren't. But come on. I want to get back to this transition. The X-Men? Like, come on. Come on. That was so smooth. Tonal shift? What is this? Oh my God. Marvel Zombies, the X-ray resistance? Because they're mutants. Okay. They don't get it. Oh my gosh. Wolverine. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Look at this. Just every inch of this box just has me excited about this game. Yeah, you got Guardian of Fire, which is a small company type thing, but then this game comes out and takes the attention. Yeah. And really for that, you're kind of playing for the second Kickstarter. You just do that first game as best you can, and you hope for that second print run. And we see that second print run make $1 million a lot of the time. We see that second print run hit, hundreds of thousands of dollars. You go look at a game like Nemo's War or something like that. That's your play right there. If you are a Kickstarter company and you have to launch against this, you hope that your game stands out enough and that you do great enough customer service. Boom, that second print run, that's where you start to, and then it becomes like do you need to, I don't even know. It's a can of worms. Play as the heroes and fight the lords of the storm, yes. Use your powers to defend the invasion. Rescue bystanders and receive their help. Oh, those are like allies. Oh, I rescued J. Jonah Jameson. Oh, I rescued... That's so cool. Well, Senator Kelly in this one. That's even more interesting. Like, what if you rescue, like, Jane from Thor? You go hop up Jane, now you got some crazy special science ability. Like, the possibilities of this game are endless, and they're bringing that out to me in this 2 minutes and 12 seconds. This is, like, masterfully crafted video, I think, so far. Just beautifully done. Can't get worse. What? How do they play together? That's what we all want to know. This is so well done. What? How do you sell me a stupid, oversized statue? Take notes. This is how you do it. This is how you sell one of these ridiculously large minis, because we see them all the time. We see, like, oh, it's a giant dragon, or it's a giant this thing. I think this, like, is it still completely 100% unnecessary? Yes, but it's so good. Galactus game pieces add unique gameplay and epic missions. What? Okay. That's how you make $3.5 million right there. You have a video that well done. Do I want it? Yes. Yes, yes, dear God, yes. Can you do it? You're CMON. Yes. Now, I do want to take a look, see, because everybody so we got 4 people in there, customer service, awesome. One of them's an entire team, awesome. So we should have some good customer service. This one's not out. I know that one's not out. So what we're checking right now is to see how many games we have outstanding. I think this one's out. I think that one's out. So we got Marvel, X-Men United. Let's check out the shipping. Shipping update and white samples. Happy New Year, New Year. The shipping and delivery of Wave 2 to our delight production has proceeded very smoothly in spite of many woes plaguing the manufacturing nowadays. It seems, however, so they're on schedule. So that one's not out yet, I do not believe. Plastic core box close-up. You're probably not out if you're showing me a plastic core box close-up. Let's check. These ones I'm pretty sure are out. Scooby-Doo fight. No, they're not. Roll for Man with close-up. So these ones... These are not out as well. So, okay. So I need to keep going. Because people like me to check this out. Do the due diligence. Massive Darkness 2, Hellscape, CMON Comics, Volume 1. Ankh. This one did just get delivered. That one I remembered. I know this one's delivered. So I think this is the territory we're in. Because I don't think Massive Darkness 2 has been out. I'm pretty sure I'd have seen some pictures by now on Facebook. These shipping updates. As we reported, has commerce and backers living close to the factories have already started receiving their package. Oh, okay. I just have missed it. So great. So it looks like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about 5 to 6 products that are outstanding. So in case you want to know that, that's something you want to know. But can you do it? I still feel comfortable with it. I'm glad I'm not alone in these feelings, but damn, these models are amazing. Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast. And Kickstarter created this. And here's the interesting thing. It used to be that how are you possibly going to compete against the board game industry? These companies that make these games and they have these connections and they know the manufacturers and yada, yada, yada. And then Kickstarter came into play. And now, Kickstarter's a whole other level to this that makes it so anybody can make this game. But now there's tiers to the Kickstarter where it's like, it's so fascinating to me. And is there eventually going to become something that comes in and squeezes in the middle of that and makes it even easier to access it? Like if the game crafter were to, I don't know. Anywho. Speculation, I love it. So Marvel Zombicide, 1 to 6 players, ages 14 plus, 1 hour to play. So here's the thing. I know that they were banking just entirely on the Marvel and the zombies and the whatever. I would still like to see 1 to 6 players on here. Because look at this main image. I'd love, like, White Spot, why can't I just get 1 to 6 players or something like that? You know, I know you're going for elegance here, but 1 to 6 players, that's a great player count. Solo and up to 6 players. When the zombie plague strike, not even Earth's mightiest heroes are safe. Marvel Zombies is a cooperative board game for 1 to 6 players, played on the core mechanics of the smash hit Zombicide series, bringing non-stop zombie action to the Marvel Universe. The original art by comics legends Marco Cicchetto is brought to life in amazing game pieces depicting the icon Marvel characters in glorious and often gory detail. Fight the insatiable hunger for heroes never die. They just change it. Beautiful! I love it! We get straight down to business and to the price. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Now I'm about to know. $130 gets me the Undead Pledge. Play as the Zombie Horde. So this is just for this box. Okay. Resistance Pledge. $240 gets you both of them. Right? And then $410 gets you everything. This is kind of ridiculous. I was all right. Let's assess it. Let's get because the first thing that comes to my mind is $130. That's a lot. That's a lot of money for one box. And I know this is CMON. I know this is like, oh yeah, go check out all the other previous projects. It doesn't change the fact that's a lot, especially because at first glance, I'm not seeing the value here. I'm not seeing the value. Now, granted, it's they've raised $3.5 million, so you got Marvel Zombies, whatever. All the extra beings added to your pledge. So here we go. And so now I almost feel like this should be higher. I feel like this should wet my whistle just a little bit more. Honestly, this part, whatever. If you just said, all of these unlocked in addition to the already spectacular components, because I'm sure there's going to be a long, sexy shot of every single stretch goal. That was honestly made me give up on Kickstarter to switch to the publisher route, and I still haven't gotten anywhere yet. Sorry to hear that, Kevin. That is a bummer. All the extra beings added to your pledge. Stretch goals. So, zombie heroes. Luke Cage. So we're getting, and does this also include cards? That's the thing. I would like to, if this includes one card each, I think that's something I need to know. Because I'm assuming Luke Cage is going to do something special and unique, correct? Also, how did we hit these stretch goals? Why did we hit these stretch goals? Not quite sure yet. All right, so we got Luke Cage. That's exciting. Beast, fantastic. Winter Soldier, oh, hells yes. Winter Soldier again. Beast, so you're getting... So these heroes are added now on the human side and on the zombie. Like, that's fantastic. Presumably they're going to have different somethings or other. Does he come with the cards? Iron Man. What? So these are daily rewards. Aren't these already in the game? Like, isn't Iron Man on the box? No, he's not. No, he's right in the middle. Why am I unlocking an Iron Man mini? Why is it... I'm confused. So it's Kickstarter exclusive. So if I buy this game with Iron Man on the front... Yeah, he's right there, right? Yeah, that's Iron Man. If I buy the game with the Iron Man on the front, I'm not going to get the Iron Man mini unless I buy it on Kickstarter. How did these daily rewards... How are these daily rewards? We're 2 days in. Like, I don't even... Like, what... This area is like, what the hell's going on here? Kickstarter exclusive. Kickstarter exclusive. Kickstarter exclusive. It feels like when I do one of these tech or hardware campaigns where it's so obviously phony that they knew they were going to hit all the stretch goals. And they're like, oh, we unlocked them in the first 6 hours. So, yeah, we're not going to have any more for the next, 35 days. So this is weird. So how did I unlock any of this? Was it money? Was it daily? Are we going to unlock 7 things every day? Or, like, what the hell's going on? It's an extra Iron Man mini, again, I think. So it's an extra Iron Man mini. Why do I need an extra Iron Man mini? Is this purely to paint? Is there gameplay reasons? Can 2 of us play as Iron Man now? Like, this is... So I need information here, CMON. Come on. Zombicide basics. Players collaborate to fight off the relentless enemy, which is controlled by the game through a simple AI system. So now we're back to the gameplay. Okay. But now... We're not back to the game. What the hell? This is all jumping around. All right, prices, stretch goals. Oh, you want some basics? Hey, here's some basics. But now we're going to show you the components. And now, here's the long, sexy strolling shot. Convince me of what is it, $130. Playing as the Wasp would be rad. Ant-Man and Wasp are my favorites of the MCU. Captain... Deadpool, Wasp, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, color bases, yes, be still my beating heart, it's the little things. Unique skills, becoming zombies didn't affect their superpowers. Each superhero has unique skills that get unlocked the more enemies you eliminate. Okay, so I'm going to guess that maybe these are double-sided or so. Okay, so that's how that works. But still, asymmetric, 6 different asymmetric skills right there. Zombie traits, players can use actions to acquire various zombie traits. How many zombie traits are there? 12 bystander cards. Be careful, though. Some of them fight back. Cool. Agent Coulson, Pepper Potts. So we're digging into the lore here. Got some Black Panther lore, despite the fact he's not even in the game. I'm sure he will be by the end of this, though. But that's awesome. Mary Jane, Okoye. But, oh, this is awesome. They each have their own separate minis, in depth, in detail. These are the kind of things that I would like to have seen when I saw that first $130. Because when you have it zoomed out the way they do, it just seems like, oh, there's a whole bunch of gray pieces. I don't know. I think maybe... And these are all nitpicks. The thing raised $3.5 million. All right, so is this... We're still on this. Okay. So, yeah, Marvel Zombies. Yes. And now I'm starting to see the $130. I'm starting to see the amount of minis. I'm starting to see these absolutely gorgeous pieces. And 6 of these boards, no less. So once again, I go back to what I originally said at the beginning. I think spotlighting up to 6 players could help me in my brain see more value in this game immediately. Because I saw this absolutely drop-dead piece of plastic that's going to slide and keep track of all my stuff. And it has inlaid, and it looks beautiful. And when I know it's 1 to 6 players, I'm like, oh, there's 6 of those in there. You know, little things like that. Look at that. That looks awesome. All right, shield agents, shield troopers. I find it weird how they only allow you to get the hero mode if you were taking the zombie mode. There is no hero mode only option. That is also an interesting choice as well. 1 daily unlock and stretch goals start at the 2 million mark and not 0. Okay, so they must have that information somewhere further down below. They're bearing the stretch goals, but whatever. Does Marvel even have an equivalent to Aquaman, a character anyone think is lame? There's Submariner, I think his name is, maybe? Enemy superheroes. Thor, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, So yeah, once again, now I'm seeing the $130 value. And because look at that. Look at that mini. Look at that Doctor Strange mini. Look at Miss Marvel. Like, this looks so... Oh, there is Black Panther. Awesome. Hey, what's up? Thor. Oh, so good. New York tiles. So we're getting 9 double-sided tiles. Once again, these are all the things that convince me. I'd like to know the dimension of these tiles. How large are these tiles? Because right now they look like large tiles. Are they large tiles? I'm imagining they're large tiles if we're going to have a giant mini like that. 1 exit token, 9 objective tokens, 6 activation tokens. And these tokens look great. They really pop. The graphic design looks hot on these. Once again, things to show me when you have that $130 price point. Namor the Submariner. That's it. 6 superhero ID cards, 6 zombie hero cards because they get turned into zombies, 12 new bystanders. The rule book. Please be aware, this is a work in progress rulebook. It is not final. This rule may still be tweaked and changed. Layout and graphics may still be altered. So if you see anything in here that isn't the same later, understand them during the Kickstarter project. Cool. So people can click on this. They can tear it apart. They can give them feedback. They can give them input. Excellent. Love it. So now we have the Marvel Zombies, the X-Men Resistance. So this entirely different game, still based in the same universe. Or the same Zombicide thing. Colossus, Rogue, Wolverine, Magneto, Storm, Mystique, awesome. Heroic traits, rescuing bystanders, Khazar, look at all this. Just dripping the Marvel theme, some more plastic dashboards, whatevs, more stuff, okay. Oh my gosh, that Iceman is so cool! Juggernaut, Sabretooth. 9 double-sided tiles, the X-Mansion tiles. Cool. Sentinel hand token. Okay. Rule booklet. Great. Galactus the Devourer. Let's go check out these pledge levels. I want to pause real quick. We've seen the pledge levels. I'm very intrigued because I believe, I have this theory that if you sell your whale of a Kickstarter better, it's always going to be the highest one. Most of the time. And I think they did that well. I think they did a good job selling this completely unnecessary piece, which it does come with 74 cards. So that is a bit of a nitpick I don't like. I wish they would have had this, but then offered a smaller one as well. That would have been nice because 74 cards, that's a lot of gameplay that you're making me pay $410 for, unless they have it in the add-ons, then I'll take backsies. But yeah, not a fan. All right, so let's check out the zombie mode, $13.96. That's fantastic. All right. Resistance pledge, 4,174. This is everything. Okay, 4,174. There's no way they have more than 4,000 here. 5,000. They do. People want to spend money on Kickstarter. 5,759 of these bad boys getting made. And that's to start with, because I imagine they're going to make it even more. Like, how much room does that... Oh, my gosh, it just blows my mind. I love it. I love the fact that board games are here. If you went back in a time machine to when I first got into board games, and when Kickstarter was first around, and the games that were up there, and what they looked like compared to this, it's astounding. Go look at some of Tasty Minstrel Games' old Kickstarters, and just see what Kickstarter used to look to be like, and it's amazing that it's gotten to this point where 5,759 people are like, yeah, I want this Galactus, and it's so once again, hit me with the inches. You know, most of the people here from the United States of America. Like, yeah, 6,889. Now UK coming in strong there too, but give me the inches. Bring down the giant Galactus dashboard. Oh wow. This looks fantastic. And what? You get to Silver... So the Silver Surfer is also locked in this $410. I love Silver Surfer. I've never played Zombicide. Unless this Kickstarter is relying on knowledge of Zombicide for gameplay, then I think I missed it. This is one thing I would add to his 3 questions I always look for, and for me I look for is, what does a player turn look like? Ah! Yeah, we haven't hit a gameplay yet. We haven't had any videos yet. Articles. Okay, so gameplay videos.
Hello, well.
So we got a gameplay video there. So you can dig through that if you really want to. And I think that'd be essential, honestly. I think that's what a lot of people are probably going to base this on. Does the gameplay appeal to me? Because, yeah, if you're $410, Jesus. Daily Bugle. Every day the Daily Bugle will reveal exclusive rewards for all backers with a morning edition at 12 p.m. and an evening edition at 4 p.m. So they're saying twice daily you want to come back to this Kickstarter page and check it out. Genius. Absolute genius. That is a full grade level bump up right there. That's a big, big play right there. How do you keep people coming back to Kickstarter? Tickle that popularity, tickle the algorithms. Twice daily unlocks, and the unlocks are stupid. Stupid things that you're gonna want. And imagine, they didn't just say daily reward. Rewards. This is plural. Every day you're gonna want to check out the new minis you're gonna get. You're gonna want to salivate. Daily Bugle. Iron Man, superhero piece, ID cards, spawn cards. There's 2 additional cards. So I would mention that in the stretch goal area. Or I would put this, like, honestly, why isn't this higher? I think this should be at the top of the page. Because let's be honest. I think most people are going to watch the video. Not everybody watches the video, but especially on a video like this where you know it's going to be a good video because it's CMON. I think most people watch that video. I think most people are like blown away. Just spending the money as soon as they saw that video. I think that video just completely was amazing. I think you go right to this. Why? Oh, so I'm getting this. I'm getting an extra Iron Man mini and 2 extra cards. I'm getting extra Wasp mini and 2 extra cards. I'm getting Sabretooth and 2 extra cards. I'm getting Zombie Ms. Marvel and 2 extra cards. I'm getting Rogue, who I had a super huge crush on when I was a kid, and 2 extra cards. Zombie Wolverine and 2 extra cards. Hulk, and, like, it's just, and day 15 of this campaign, imagine how long that's going to be to scroll down. And by the time I get down to that $130 price point, I say, okay, yeah, you got me. Well, if he wanted to remain private, he shouldn't be. So now, and then we have real stretch goals. 2,000K. So they mean 2 million. That's a weird way of doing it. So what was the funding goal for this? Okay, so the first 1.5 million, there were no stretch goals. That's odd. And here's the other thing. That's confidence in yourself. Like, that is the supreme confidence in yourself and the product you have. They have Zombie Marvel. Like, period. End of the discussion. Like, that's going to make money. But if this thing is sitting at $600,000 day 2, well, that $2 million stretch goal looks like your thumb right up your butt. But since they're not in that position, it's like, okay, whatevs. That's a really interesting choice. I really hate that each 500K unlocks Hero, then Zombie, not both together after Luke Cage. It really rubs me the wrong way. All right, so we get the Hero, then Zombie. Hero, then Zombie. Hero. And that's interesting, because are these going... What are these going to? Which boxes are these going to? Are these going to just the base game box, or are these going to the expansion box? Did they clarify? Well, not really. So that would be nice to know. Especially if you're in these 1,396 people. They go in the extra stretch goal box, which everybody presumably gets, right? Shipping cost, the Undead Pledge, all applicable rewards. No! You do not. Wait, is it all applicable rewards? Is that stretch goal? Does that include stretch goal? Let's see. They make it clear? All applicable rewards. What does that mean? All applicable rewards. So, okay. There's a little bit of confusion there. I don't like that. They did not have stretch goals up for hours after crossing 1 million. Much rather they had them lay them all out. If we knock them out of the park, a big thank you. Interesting. Optional buy. So you can just buy this separate. $180. Do we have a mini version? We do not. That's interesting. And also, I find it interesting that you can't just, someone had mentioned this, that you can't just pledge for $1 and get the Marvel Zombicide. That seems like an interesting choice as well. And I wonder if there's a Marvel-related reason why, when you're working with big big IPs and big licenses like this, I've been told you're essentially having your hands behind your backs on what you can and can't do sometimes. So I would understand that if that is the case. Now let's see. They have this. So wow, 611 people, but still the overwhelming majority of people not new, but they still have this. Whatevs. Two-way shipping. We'll be offering backers the option to choose two-wave expedited shipping for their pledges. By selecting this option, we will separate your pledge into two shipping waves. The first wave will contain only the Marvel Zombies, a Zombicide Game core box, Zombicide mode. However many copies you get, it is estimated to deliver around October 22, about the same time as it goes to retail. Then, the second wave will contain everything else in your pledge, including the Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistant core box, Hero Mode, and Galactus the Devourer if required. The box of rewards and all optional bots is estimated around delivery around June 2023. So these games are very far apart in time scope. Of course, by separating the shipping, the total cost of two different shipments will be charged. So by electing this option, you should note an increase in your shipping costs and VAT if applicable. So pretty much they're saying you can get part of your pledge level now, and it'll be substantially cheaper, especially if you are outside of the United States of America. Or you can just, wait an extra, say 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 8 months and then get your June 2023. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. In a campaign like this, stretch goals don't mean a thing. Everyone that was going to buy it was going to buy it regardless. I disagree with that. I disagree with that because I think yes, right now, early on in the campaign, that's the case. But I think at the very end, when we get to that, last 48 hours, that's when the people who weren't like, all right, whatever, and now they come here and they see the value. And they're like, wow, this is just an insane amount of minis. And then maybe that bug in the back of their brain says, you know what, I've really been wanting to paint for a long time. Or I've really been wanting to consider, integrating miniatures into my role playing or something like that. When those little bugs pop up, I think the stretch goal area and just how much it looks like, how much they're going to unlock by the end of it could move the needle on some people. Now, I think it's interesting they don't have a $1 level, a sitting on the fence level. I do think that's kind of interesting. All right. The fact that the X-Men box will come over a half year later is kind of yikes because it contains the stuff you need to play Hero Mode with, and that's the second big game mode they advertise. Ooh, excellent point. It's kind of like they're funding the game and then like the expansion to the game, but a year after it. That's so odd. So it feels like the first game is more like a pre-order. I don't even know. Please take note that once the pledge manager so shipping info. Cool. Based on past experience, we'll be charging shipping after the Kickstarter concludes based on the actual cost incurred to ship. We will collect this via our pledge manager after campaign using PayPal or Stripe. Depending on where in the world you are, we will either ship to you from our hub in the EU, UK, Asia, Canada, Australia, or USA. Fantastic. Following a list of rough estimates for shipping based on the base pledges. Keep in mind that these are just estimates. An accurate cost will be calculated in the pledge manager system according to your address. That cost will likely rise based on any optional buys you choose. Note that in compliance on the EU and UK laws, VAT will also be charged in the pledge manager system, so you're going to get jacked by the VAT. At this time, we cannot estimate the cost of the charges vary from country to country. That sucks. So you are going to get jacked by the VAT. You need to know that. Okay. And so now we have our shipping area. And I got to say, at first glance, I love this shipping area. There are 3 pledge levels here, and we have 3 separate areas for each of the pledge levels. Fantastic. So many times I see companies that have 4 pledge levels and they have 3 pledge things that ship. Or they'll have 5 and they'll focus on 1 or 2. And it's just, this is great. This is forward information. So wave 1. So if you go with 1 wave and you're willing to wait year and a half, 2 years or something like that, you get it for $35. Which means your total price is going to be $165 for 1 game. That's a big price. I mean, I know minis are great and all, but damn, $165. Jesus. Then you get the 2 waves, which means you're going to get 2 boxes, but you will get your game earlier on. Wait, how does the undead pledge get 2 waves? Oh, because you're getting the stretch goals. Because I think you get the stretch goals. Maybe that's what it is. Either way, $182 for a game and a box of minis. That is, wow. That's a tough pill to swallow. And I'm not focusing so much on the shipping because I know this is going to be a massive box, but just the overall sticker price for this game for most people. Like if you're in Africa, good God, 300. Canada Hub, not bad, not bad. Canada, go you. Oh, EU, look at that. Now you are going to get jacked by the VAT, but dang, 15. Good for you. Germany not getting the great price. I've noticed Germany getting a lot of great prices lately. So I gotta say, overall, the shipping area is a delight. It is very clean. It is very clear. It is concise. It answers my questions. It's buried at the bottom, but overall, great shipping area. All right, so retailers, keep up to date. Give us the stuff. So let's check it out. Wow. FAQ updates, comments. Let's give this one a grade and get out of here. FAQ. Can I get multiple copies of my base list? Can I just make a $1 pledge now? You can. And when the pledge manager goes live after the campaign is ended, you can add more funds to get a full pledge and add-ons you'd like. Why don't you just have a $1 pledge just because you want to keep it extra clean and clear? I could see that, but I don't feel like adding the $1 pledge level really makes it that unclean or that clear. I don't know. Where can I pay for shipping? What are the optional buys? What is the size of the game pieces? What is the... Okay. I'd like to see this organized the way they did Reload from Colossal Games. I think that should be the industry standard, but overall, whatever. Looks like a pretty serviceable FAQ. All right, 32 hearts, 4 comments. So first, we have 8 updates in 2 days. You need to chill the hell down, all right? I don't get 8 messages from my family in 2 days. This is a bit much. My life does not resolve around this 410. Actually, it's more like 490 or something with the shipping. Whatever dollars that I'm spending on this Marvel stuff. Okay, so 8, can we chill out on this? No, ooh, that one. Whatever you did here. I'm gonna guess they asked a question. Oh my gosh, 77, 35, 37, 56. So they're getting engagement here. I like it, except for this most recent one. So let's check out this most recent one. See what's the difference is. Maybe it's just today. This is just today. Look alive, heroes. Let's take a moment to appreciate some examples of what the character pieces you will receive in your Marvel Zombicide core box could look like when painted. Granted, the folks at Big Child Creatives, the studio commissioned to create these inspired paint jobs, are masters with the paintbrush, but these pieces are filled with amazing detail on both the character and the scenic base that makes any paint job pop. Please note, game pieces come unpainted. Oh my golly, is that an actual picture? Or is that they have computers? What's that? That is wizardry. Cool. Okay, I'm getting it. I got it. Okay, was there anything else here? Okay, stuff. There's stuff. Until stay hungry. Super excited. Bob made it to the kid. Beautiful. Okay. They didn't engage him with a question or anything like that. Let's check out this one. 66. This is the most poppin' update. Look alive, heroes. Time to check out the latest headline. Well, I guess, you know what? 8 times a day. Well, here's the thing. They're posting it in the update. Huh. The amount of messages comes from the twice daily reveals plus additional stretch goals, I suppose. And I do love the twice daily reveals. But let me know in the comments below. So the idea of daily reveals, first and foremost, do you like those? The twice daily reveals, I should say, where they're trying to get you to come back twice a day, assuming they're great reveals. Would you prefer to have those in the updates where you get pinged on your email, or would you prefer those just be on the Kickstarter page? I don't know. Let me know. Today's Daily Hero is adding the Kickstarter, the things, the cool stuff, Marvel Zombies core box heroes. And Marvel Zombies players must manage the constant... Well, okay. These are very wordy. Very wordy. 8 of these, and it's just like, after the first 1 or 2, I'm like, okay. These are... Oh my gosh. These feel pre-prepared. Okay. I'm going to go set this to auto-scroll real quick. Okay, here we go. I'm disappointed in the whole campaign. Hope to see some rewards other than the zombie/hero variants of the base game in the daily rewards. I, too, am disappointed with the prospect that the next 9 days' worth of Bugle reveals will be alternative versions of already revealed heroes. That being said, I am digging the information here. There's some fun ways to implement Hulk, Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Scarlet Witch's powers. CMON used to be better at the daily stretch goal reveals than they are now. Their Marvel United X-Men campaign was flawless. Maybe that person who guided that moved on from the company and someone else has moved up or hired to take charge of this and ... Jesus Christ, Jason Smith throwing the shade. Their ego got in the way. Instead of doing it the right way, they are doing it their way and are so proud of their unique stamp on it, but ... Wow, I feel like that about the most recent Eternals movie. Which, by the way, I do really, really like that movie, though. Unfortunately, it's not as good as it was. Hopefully someone reads this, does an ego check, and fixes the rest of the campaign. I'm serious. I really hope this campaign gets a facelift as we go. Read the comments below. There are a lot of them. +1, +1. I'm pretty sure there was a ton of belly aching during both MU campaigns about what a horrible job CMON was doing. +1. Are we getting Doctor Strange as a zombie? These stretch goals suck. Disappointed in the stretch goals, to say the least. CMON used to be much better at it. +1. Stretch goals used to feel like rewards for the project going really well. Now the stretch goals are just the stuff they always plan on including in the box anyway. X-Men United was a good example. 30 C-listed, D-listed, and B-listed mutants, but if you want Gambit, blue expansion, you want Colossus, gold expansion, Deadpool, his own expansion, Sentinels, their own expansion, we already know is going to be available in this. These are all solid points. And here's the thing. I've had a lot of criticisms as I've went down that campaign page. It wasn't like the video is just lifting everything up. The video is like having like a LeBron, like it's like having LeBron James. Like no matter what, you're going to go 500 because you got the video that good. I haven't read through the comments, but we need to see a zombie giant girl. Well, this feels a bit disappointing, not just for this update, but the future Daily Bugle update. So most of the engagement on this update is about how they are annoyed with your Kickstarter campaign, but damn it, you have the Marvel license, so we're gonna deal with it. As a long-term gamer, I'm getting like the feeling that people feel like CMON is like the Madden of now. Like, oh my gosh, I wish there was more competition. So this is interesting. Like, but it's still $3.5 million. You know, $3.5 million washes away a lot of stench. Only one character for the Daily Bugles, who are also characters that should have just been part of the core game, and the stretch goals are 500k apart. This is pretty bad. The worst, how do they keep the lights on? I don't understand it, but I like it, Freedom Guy. I'm surprised at all the complaining. Zombicide games, as far as I've seen, typically have upwards of 60 plus miniatures as part of the stretch goals / free rewards. We will be taken care of. And I kind of on Brandon Foster's side, like a little bit in there, like we all know, and I mentioned that, day 15, this is going to have so many damn unlocks that the $130 price point is going to be like, okay, what else? Don't worry, they will ask us for $200 in expansion to get the extra content we want. It is the CMON way. I think the complaints are more for just how far stretch goals, so yeah, it's just lots. And this is not the comment section, people. This is their update. This is their 7th or 8th daily update. Holy guacamole. Let's get to the comments a little bit and we'll give this one a grade. This one's going to be an interesting one. Is it just me or does the hero mode Black Panther sound almost exactly like hero mode Wolverine? Exploding sixes on attacks. My 2 cents. Global shipping / inflated / licensing is only part of the reason for the CMON price increase. The only part of it is that they have a perfect excuse to charge more, so they milk it to make more profit. Now, this is a very bold claim, and I don't want to insinuate in any way, shape, or form that CMON is doing that. I want to start off by saying that. However, I've heard from other people in the gaming industry, but that they believe that is exactly what some Chinese ports are doing right now. They have found out that these Americans will pay super high prices to ship things out. And so now we're like, well, why do we have to go back to the way it was? If they're going to keep paying us because they have to pay us because they can't, and then it gets into a whole different conversation. But I'm just saying, there are other companies that are doing things similar to this. I am not trying to insinuate CMON is, but I do believe that is what he is alluding to. For me, whatever. I like what I see, so I'll pay what they charge because I like Marvel and I like Marvel licensed games. And honestly, CMON does make good quality minis and components. Agreed. Granted, I'm far less likely to back future CMON projects not related to Marvel. Just like I went from all on Matu to completely cancel because I don't like what they're doing. But it is what it is. Don't know what Matu is. They gave me back 4 campaigns a year where I gave them $1,200, or they can charge ridiculous prices for one game, and I'll back that one game I want and spend the rest of my money on other games from other companies. Complete hype, but Captain America had the Winter Soldier arm. It would be great to be able to play the Galactus / Silver expansion without buying that big thing. No space for that. Yes, this I feel like is FAQ. Yep, miniature cost is going down. Board game price is going up. That would be a great one just for a title for Galactus and the Silver Surfer model. Yeah, all these Season 2 comments are hilarious. All the mainstream heroes are already in the Kickstarter. This is just a very divisive, hot crowd. They got a hot crowd right now. And here's the bottom line. Kickstarter doesn't care if it's a flaming dumpster fire in your comment section. They do not. I have been in flaming dumpster fire comment sections. I have stirred the pot in those. I actually got doxxed once. So I get that. And so this is good. What they're doing, I mean, it's churning the Kickstarter algorithm. Kickstarter doesn't care. So, final grade for Marvel Zombies, a Zombicide game. Do I want it? Yes. Yes. That video, that video is absolutely drop dead gorgeous, amazing. Can you do it? Yes. Once again, that's why we're in such an interesting position. If this were a first-time game company doing a lot of this stuff, people would be like, oh, hell no, your minis aren't going to look that good. It's a CMON. They have the track record. We know they can make absolutely drop-dead gorgeous pieces. We know they have this license. It's not some sort of because there's been like a Game of Thrones game that was taken down on Kickstarter because nobody had the license. That happens sometimes. Someone's like, oh yeah, we're going to buy the license with the Kickstarter money. You need to figure that out beforehand. So can you do it? Yes. How much is it? The price. And this is so common for CMON games. Every single damn time I feel like the price, because I cover them early, because obviously this is a hot topic item right now. I needed to be talking about Marvel Zombies because that's just how you move the needle. Every single time I come out of one of these, I'm saying, I feel like they already know, like the price is really high at the beginning, but they're going to unlock so much crap. And they already know they're going to unlock so much crap. And that's part of the reason why people are saying, the thrill is gone. The excitement is gone. And maybe that excitement will come back the higher they get. And then we actually start to see some original looking, stretch goals. But then people are saying, well, those are just going to be, extra things to buy. And then we're going to be looking at like a $600 Kickstarter. Like, you have managed to ruin stretch goals for for a vocal portion of your crowd, because most of the time it's not most people. It's just a vocal minority here, I would imagine. But you managed to piss them off, and the more people that notice, like, oh yeah, what they're saying is kind of right. I don't disagree with what they're saying. That's when things can start to go bad. So how much is it? The price does not look good, but I have no doubt in my mind that by the end the price is going to look much more reasonable. So in theory, this should be a spectacular grade. They gave me all the things I wanted right from the jump. I think that video was so well done, and it's raised $3.5 million. And once again, I am commenting on how I think they ran the Kickstarter. And I think they ran the Kickstarter really well. I think there's definitely some flaws. I would rearrange a couple things. I think those stretch goals need to be higher. But they're getting engagement in the updates, in the comments, and they're going to continue to get those. So this is going to stay high on the popularity chart, and the higher it gets on the popularity chart, the more people are just going to eventually stumble into it and see all those stretch goals and see all those minis and say, all right, whatever, let's do it. And so in the end, I'm still going to give this one an A-. I think they're doing a great job here. Complaints aside, I think they're pounding through this. So let me know what you think of the Wait. No, I mean, I gotta be honest with myself. I gave something a full letter grade, the 2 daily update. Yeah, okay. A-. Let me know in the comments below. What is your grade for Marvel Zombies, a Zombicide game? I'm sure this one's gonna be super divisive, because then there's the fact that you don't get the second game for like ever. I'm gonna go B+. Because that's a bit of a sticker shock too. Especially on the shipping. B-. Sean's going B-. I think I'm just putting so much weight, honestly, in that video. That's one of the best videos I think I've ever seen. Just making me want the base game, and then making me want the expansion, but it's not actually an expansion, then making me want the giant mini, and seeing that it's going to have its own gameplay and content, and just it could turn into a zombie. I feel like they just sold me that so well. But let me know your grade in the comments down below. And also, if you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. As I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers to celebrate my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. But as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.